Yo, what is going on, guys? ReelVlogs here, bringing you guys another episode of Shooting with ReelVlogs, except today we're not actually shooting. We're gonna do, I think, one of the most important things in being a photographer. But before I get into that, let's cue that intro. Alright guys, so in this video in particular, we're going to be doing how I do my organization. And then the next episode, I'll actually be showing you guys the inside scoop of how I edit my photos. So stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead and jump right in and get started. So I had a shoot. I'm now on my laptop here and I am wanting to organize this, right? So we go ahead and open up your SD card. And mine's in here, my photos are in here. And so this is actually from the last episode of the shoot with Charisma. Here are all the raw files, and what we want to do is drag all these raw files that we want, because obviously we want all of them. We're going to go ahead and select those. We're going to put these guys over here, and then we're going to open up my working SSD. So this is the SSD that I actually work off of. On this SSD, I don't keep all my files because I like to keep every single file I've ever had. When I get a new project, I put it on here, whether it's video or photo. I share it with both of them, and then I put it on here, and then I go into projects here. I go ahead and go into working files here, and then here are kind of like the projects that I have here. We're gonna go ahead and make a new one real quick, just for this series real quick. We're gonna go ahead and make a test folder. So you always want to make a project folder. So this is what you'll name the actual projects. And then inside, we actually want to make a folder called RAWs. So this is where you actually put all the photos inside that you just took from this project. So I'll go ahead and drag all these guys again. They're already selected, but I'm going to have to go over it again. We go ahead and select these, and we drag them over to... Actually, I'm not going to drag all of them because that's going to take forever. Let's just drag these guys so it just doesn't take as long. So it's 330 photos. So it's going to go ahead and now import all these photos into this folder that's on your working SSD. I'll let this go ahead and finish real quick, and then I'll get back to you guys. Alright, so now that they're all finished up, we're going to go ahead and open this up and just make sure all the files are in here. So now we're going to go into Lightroom and actually I'm going to show you guys how I actually import, which software I use, and kind of how I organize that part of it. So it's a little bit different than I know most people do. Everyone does it differently. This is just how I do it. So I'll go ahead and open Lightroom here. Alrighty, so and then we're going to go to File, and then we're going to do a new catalog here, and then we're actually going to put this guy inside that same project file. So we're going to go to Working, and we're going to go to Test. And so what I'll do is I'll do the project name, which, I mean, mine says test, but I'll just put project name and then do LR. And so what this does, you want to put it in here. And so what this does, it actually puts the Lightroom file inside that folder. So, you know, I don't know if you guys have those times where you're trying to look for the project catalog and look for everything, look where the photos are. And so this keeps it really nice and concise and on one place, so you can find things when you need it and in an efficient manner. So you want to put it here, and I'll show you guys what that looks like in the folder. Put that in here. So we create that, and that'll close, and then it'll open a new one. And now this is our Lightroom, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys real quick what it looks like in our folder. So here, let me just exit out so I can show you guys from the very top. So this is the hard drive. We go into projects, we go into working, and these guys overlay sounds. These are for my videos, so it's like if you're a videographer, it's really nice to keep these guys in one place because they can get all over the place. Anyways, go to working, and then we'll go to test, and then we have the RAWs here. So this is all the RAWs from this shoot. And we also have a project name LR, which is the Lightroom. And so right here, this is our actual project. And so now everything lives on your hard drive instead of on your computer. Like I said before, we don't want our computer getting slow. We want everything efficient in one place so we know where to find it and it's all good to go. So now that we have that, we open it, and then we go ahead and go into File, Import Photos and Videos, and we just go ahead and import these guys. So I personally like using Lightroom Classic. It's just been really easy for me. I'll go ahead and find that project. So I'll keep going down. So it's Test, and you can go to RAWs, and then they're all here. And then all you have to do when they're all selected, you go ahead and click Import, and then boom, they're all in here. But now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I get them from Lightroom out to when I store them. So I'll go ahead and close this. So actually, well, let's do this real quick. After all these photos are done, I go ahead and select them all, go to File, Export, and then actually put in a subfolder that says Done, and then I actually put it in that same exact folder like we had. Remember, we're going back to putting everything in one place so you can find it. So we're gonna go and Test, and we're gonna put it literally right here. So then what you'll have is a RAWs folder, the Lightroom folder, and then the Done folder. So everything's all in one place. It's really easy to find, and you're never gonna not know where these photos are. So we're gonna choose, and then boom, and then I don't really do anything else on here. And then I'm just gonna go to Export, and they're gonna export. But I just exported one photo just so it's time efficient. And then boom. So we have the Done folder, and so now these would all be the done photos that you liked from the shoot and on one place. So there you have it, guys. That is how I kind of organize my working files to Lightroom and kind of exporting them out. Once I'm actually done with working with these with this project, I actually go ahead and put it in my storage hard drive. And so I'm gonna go ahead and go into that now. And I'm going to try to do it fairly quickly, just so we can, get you guys out of here. What I said before with the computer, we don't want to fill up our SSD because we work off that guy, and we also don't want to fill that guy up either. So I actually got the Seagate expansion. It's a 10 terabyte hard drive, and this is where I actually keep all my files. So this is like the motherland of all my files. So you can see here, I have 2016, I have 2017, 18, 19, 20. Literally every single project I've shot, and you can go in here. I categorize them by photos and videos. Each one photos, videos, and then and so that's kind of how I organize all my projects. I go in and organize them by photo and do it by video. Obviously, if you're just doing photo, then you'll just have a photo folder. But if you do video, then you'll have both. Or if you just do video, you just have a video folder. So, and then photos, and then we have the projects here. So I'm definitely still looking through these other folders that are outside the Done folder. So I kind of just keep them there just in case I want to go back to them and look at those photos. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys now what happens when I'm done with the folder and I don't really want it in my working SSD and I want to just put it on my storage. Say I can still go back to it, I can still get the photos, but I just want to get some more room on my working SSD so I can keep working efficiently. Alright, so we're going to go in and drag that other folder over. So we go into my SSD, which is my working SSD. We go to Projects, we go to Working, and then we go to Test, which is this guy. So we're actually going to drag this whole guy over. So we're going to grab that guy, and then we're going to go to 2020 since it's this year. So for example, next year, we'll go ahead and create a 2021 folder. Just keep it going like that. That's how I organize mine. I know there's people that organize it by months and then go even more in depth, but I mean, this kind of just worked efficiently for me, so I'm fine with it. But you could go more in depth if you wanted to. So we'll go ahead and go into 2020. We'll go to Photos, and then right in here, this is where we'll put it. If you feel like it's done, then you can put it in the Done folder. If you still might want to look at it soon, then you can just leave it there. So I'll go ahead and let this load out real quick. Alright, so I went ahead and copied over. So now, and then we can literally just delete it right after that, because now we got it in our storage hard drive there. And so we go ahead and close this out and you're done. So that's basically how I organize all my files. And so that kind of shows you my workflow and how I've been able to keep it a bit efficient. I know we like to just throw everything around it. Sometimes if you're doing a lot of shoots in 1 month, it can be really hard to organize everything, and it's really good once you start off and get into the habit of this. It'll be just like really smooth and you'll be working a lot more efficient. I hope this wasn't too long for you guys. I was trying to talk kind of fast so I can get through this kind of quickly, and next week I'm sharing with you guys my editing process from when I get the photo into Lightroom all the way to the export of Lightroom. Until next time guys, keep it real, 100, never stop grinding, and peace.